Hi and welcome to another episode of Brooklyn's World. I attended my yearly Fibromyalgia Clinic appointment and I have to say, what a waste of time that was. I was asked how are things going and I said, well, they're pretty much the same. And the response that I got was, well, we still can't really help you because all of our treatment options you have tried and none of them seem to agree with you, so we don't really have anything left for you. I was asked how I was going with the CBD oil and I said it's okay and it does seem to work, but I do have a few issues with it because my body just does not seem to like it. And I was told from that I just need to keep on getting that from the pain specialist because hospitals aren't authorised to send out scripts for that or authorised prescriptions. I was told that I need to search for my own strategies now, and that I need to search for my own improvements. I was told to find purposeful activities and hobbies, and to also see a pain psychologist. Now, where have I heard that before? I was then asked, am I still going for a walk every day? And I said yes. So we had a bit of a discussion about that. I was then asked, how fast do you walk? And I replied, well, it's a pretty brisk pace. Whenever I walk with anybody, they usually tell me to slow down. And the response to that was, you need to walk faster because you need aerobic activity to be able to help with pain. And all that I could think of was, if I walk any faster, I will be running. I was told was that my pain will probably never go away and I just need to accept the diagnosis. Gee, thanks. That's a great help. And I was actually sort of offended because I believe that I have accepted my diagnosis pretty well. And I work with it and I work it into my life and we just go with it. So I don't know how much more accepting I can be. And the final thing that I was told was, we really can't do anything more for you at the moment and we'll see you in a year. So that was my appointment. Not very helpful, very quick, and basically a waste of time. It was time for another hand therapy appointment. And the first thing that she asked me was, how was my splint going? And I said that it's pretty good, but I'm only using it when I think that I really need it and I need that support because I really don't want my hand to get used to having to use it just to make it function. And she was very happy with this and said that that's a very smart way of dealing with it. She then asked if I'd be open to trying compression gloves because she thinks that they might be a good option just to try to keep my hands warm and something that I can use on a daily basis. And the other side is they may actually help with my pain. I agreed to this. I had no problem with that. She tried on all different gloves and she was doing measurements of my hands, my fingers and my wrists. And as she was doing this, right in front of her eyes, my hands went from white to pink to red to blue. And she just kind of stopped what she was doing and said, hands aren't meant to do that. I said, yeah, I know. And this is what happens every single day. Also told her that with all of the colour changing that my hands do, at times they can also feel like they are on fire. Now, most of the times, one of my medications does help settle that down and I don't suffer from that every day. But there are still days, like there was on this day, that they really felt like they were on fire. She asked me if it would be okay if she gave my hands a bit of a massage, just to see if she can try to move things around a bit, get the blood flowing, to see if she can dull down some of the burning pain. I've never had anyone do that before because generally I don't let people touch my hands, especially when they're sore. But I figure, oh well, may as well give it a try. It can't hurt, surely. So she started doing the massage, and although it did feel very nice and very soothing, it only intensified the burning and the pain that I had in my hands, so she had to stop. By the time she had stopped the massage, my hands felt like I had just had a shower and then put deep heat straight onto my skin. Now, if you've ever done that before, you will know exactly what that feels like. And if you've never done it before, don't do it. I cannot say strongly enough, do not ever do that because it hurts like absolutely anything, and it is definitely a do not recommend. Once the massage was a failure, she started to discuss other ways that we could try to get my pain under control. But then she seemed to have second thoughts and said, actually, Brooke, with all of the things going on in your body, I don't actually think that we will ever be able to get your pain under control. All that I can really do is just suggest a few things and try a few things, but I think that I'm already at my limits of how I will be able to help you. All that I could think when she said that was, uh-oh, here comes another one giving up on me. She then basically dismissed me from her care and said if anything changes to please go back. But at the moment, she thought that she was at her limits of how she would be able to help me. Another one bites the dust, but at least I got my splints and my gloves out of it, so it wasn't all completely worthless. And here are my gloves, which have been made especially for me. So I had another dietitian appointment, and although my weight is still stable, I got told that I was doing an excellent job with all of the things that I am trying and all of the things that I am doing. And I was told to not feel down if I can't see the numbers increasing on the scales, because the overall of what I'm doing is really good and in the end will be very beneficial. My dietitian is so good to me, and I really think that she is trying to do the absolute best that she possibly can for my care. This turned into a different kind of appointment because it wasn't focused on food and intake. It was more based around supplements and just little bits that I can do to try and help my progress. She wants me to change from the generic sort of probiotic that I've been using for the last probably year or so, and change to a brand new product that has just come on the market. This new product comes in all different types of strains, and each strain is specifically targeted to a certain issue that a body is having. It has been designed so that each individual good bacteria has its own coating. This means more of the good bacteria will actually make it to where it's being targeted for, whereas a normal probiotic, a lot of the good bacteria gets destroyed as soon as it hits the stomach because of all the acid and the gastric juices. They just destroy it. This new probiotic should be able to make it to the small and large intestines intact, which means that more of the good bacteria will be able to be used in that area. She's also going to do some research on exactly what type of magnesium I should be taking and what dosage I should be taking, because at the moment I've just been guessing what I should be taking and how much I should be taking. Although specialists told me to start taking magnesium, they never really elaborated on anything. So I really have just been doing whatever I felt like. So it will be nice to get a proper professional opinion and be taking the right magnesium at the right dose so I get the best benefits from it. I really appreciated all of this extra research that my dietitian is doing for me. Anything that I can do to promote the supplements doing the best that they possibly can for my body, I totally support. I am so glad that I found this dietitian. She's just been wonderful. And that was about the end of the appointment. I'm just to continue doing what I'm doing keep trying new things, keep trying to add little bits and pieces into my diet whenever I can or whenever I feel like it, and just keep on going.